Hi everyone, it's Suey. Today I'm going to do a tag called Music to Read By or Not. This is an original tag by Robert G., reader of books. I've seen it go around a few places. I don't think I was specifically tagged to do it other than, the general everyone do this tag if you want to thing. But when I saw it, I thought, okay, this is something I have to do because I feel like my answers might be a little bit different from many people's, at least the ones I've seen so far. And music is my other passion besides books. I could not imagine living without it. I don't know. It's just my other thing, okay? So I thought it would be interesting for me to do this tag where the questions have to do with combining the two. These are the questions that Robert has asked us. Do you listen to music while you read? Is it a necessity, and why? So, for me, I do like to listen to music while I read. I do like to have some sort of noise happening while I read. So it doesn't necessarily need to be music, but it's not a necessity. So I can read, without it, but often I will be like, ooh, it's just too quiet. What should I put on? What should I put on for background noise? Over the years, I have done the 24-hour readathon that used to be a blogging, and kind of still is, I guess, a blogging event. During those times when we're actually truly sitting down and reading all day long, I have to have some sort of noise. I'll tell you what it is in a minute because that's the next question. Maybe it's because I grew up in a large family when there was always noise. Maybe it's because I had, I guess four kids is a lot to most of you. To me, that's kind of normal-ish, but 4 kids made a lot of noise in the house. And just having the house silent is weird to me. And I'm not used to even being alone in the house. Like, lately I am right now, and I have had times when I have been, but it's kind of weird, especially since COVID when people are working from home a lot of the time. So I'm used to noise. I'm used to stuff happening. And if it's too quiet, that's what gets me a little anxious. And so I do like to have a little noise, sometimes even at night when I'm laying in bed and reading as I'm, going to sleep. I'll be like, oh man, I need to have something in my ears. So then I think of what kind of music I can put on in my ears while I'm reading. Next question is there a special kind of music you prefer when reading? Rock, classical, jazz, etc.? Nothing really particular. I wouldn't say special, but I would say that I cannot read very well if there's songs that I want to sing to. So that can be my K-pop songs. Even though it's in Korean, I still sing to them. Don't ask me how that happens, but it happens. Or songs that I love so much that I want to listen to and focus on. So that could be, any other song too that has lyrics that I want to sing to. Sometimes I'll try to read to movie soundtracks, but sometimes those songs are a little bit distracting because they remind me of a movie, and I will stop and think of the movie and want to listen because I love it so much. So what do I listen to? So I mentioned the readathons. Often we'll put on a lofi playlist. Lofi is perfect for reading too. Perfect. And I've seen people mention classical and jazz. Those are pretty good too. So pretty much anything instrumental is great for reading too. Maybe soft and soothing music is great for reading too. What else? Anything that has some sort of soothingness to it, except you don't want it to be so soothing that you go to sleep. But I'm trying to think if there's any other specifics. Anything rousing and loud and with a heavy beat, not so great for reading too. To a lot of ambient kind of music lately. I don't know if it has a genre name specifically. I'm discovering I like house music, whatever that means. Sometimes that will have too much of a beat, but sometimes there's real soothing songs too that's considered in that category, I think. Is there a particular kind of music you would never listen to when you read? I would probably never listen to like heavy metal type music. That's not going to be so great for reading too, I don't think. That music, I feel like, has a particular place in life for like pumping you up for something real hard you got to do, or giving you some energy. So it's kind of opposite effect than what you would want for reading. Yeah. This is number 4. Do you read in silence? Is the quiet necessary? Why? Like I mentioned before, I can read in silence. I do read in silence, but I would rather have background noise of some kind. The quiet is definitely not necessary. The quiet sometimes makes me anxious, like I was saying before. So, what some great background noise is like kids playing out in a yard, or somebody in the other room watching a sports game or something, even somebody in another room watching a TV show. That's great background noise. The cafe sounds or restaurant sounds or library sounds would be great background noise. I don't usually read out in public. This is kind of the next question. Let's go to it. A scenario, you're reading in a public place, a cafe, the park, a public transportation, in a plane, and someone begins playing music or a live band begins to play. What's your reaction? So I don't often read in public because I am more distracted by what's going on around me and just people. I'm distracted by kind of anxiety of strangers, or maybe missing something, or a conversation is happening and that takes me out of the book. But if music is happening, that's not going to bother me. If I'm at a park and a live band starts playing, I'm going to get up and go see what's going on and watch the live band, right? I will want to go see what's happening and who it is and if they're good, and maybe listen for a while. If I'm in like public transportation, which I am not in very much, so this scenario is kind of weird for me to imagine, because I feel like I would have my own ears plugged up. And also, most people wouldn't be playing the music out loud. They'd have their own ears plugged up with it, right? I've heard that people do that, though, that they just play it out loud and don't use earphones. That's just so weird to me. On a public transportation, though, or like on an airplane, I do always want something in my ears, whether it's music, which is my favorite, but I have been listening more to books. I do better listening when I'm traveling than I do reading. So like if I'm trying to read on an airplane, I am too distracted by what's going on around me, too anxious, because I'm an anxious traveler. But having it in my ears is much better. So, but if I was reading on an airplane, I would also have music in my ears for sure. Yeah, like I was saying before, some sort of soothing, soft instrumental kind of music. Music that comforting music. The last one. So does it matter to you at all whether music is playing or not? So does it matter to me? See, I feel like this question is worded in such a way that if music was playing, would it bother me? Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Music playing in the background will not bother me at all. Unless it's like I was saying, some sort of pound in your head kind of music. I might actually be on the other side where I would rather have music. So, but that still doesn't matter necessarily. But if I had to pick, I would rather have some sort of noise or background music going on when I'm reading. I just don't want like people to distract me, which often happens, like I said, in a public place. So those are my answers. I don't know. Are they different from what most people are saying? Or are you like this? Are you somebody that likes background noise, figures out what kind of music you want to listen to when you're reading? I'm curious. I'm curious to know. So I'm tagging everyone who hasn't done this yet. Please let me know what your music/reading habits are when they're together. Okay? I have another tag that I did about writing. It's a writing tag that hopefully will be coming soon, where I talk about music while I'm writing, which is a whole nother subject. So look for that. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.